Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it's here. 100K, 6 digits on the YouTube page, subscribers. It's here. And we've been waiting on this one for a while now. I was actually supposed to take a break today, but I decided to actually run a little stream on Twitch. I know this is the YouTube special. We're not actually streaming on YouTube, but there's a reason for that, and I'll explain that to you very soon. I even waited to make this video, right? Because clearly, if you've been keeping up with the channel, I decided to wait. I hit 100K like 2 days ago, but I decided to wait a little bit just to give myself, like, this was taken this morning, just to give myself like a bit of a buffer in case like my viewers wanted to get a bit goofy. I already see people in chat saying, oh, I'm about to unsub right now to take you to 99, right? I already knew there was going to be some people that was about to do that. So I made sure I had a buffer ready to go before even trying to upload this video. Because I know all y'all, like, I know y'all try to get funny with it. But I see you, right? My IQ is too high. So I think we're safe now unless like 200 plus people decide to get a bit goofy with it. So let's start getting into the spiel. One last thing I wanted to mention is that, yes, there's been a lot of people keeping up with the 100K. This is another reason why we're making the video. I just went into my YouTube comments, my community, searched up 100K, and these are currently all the comments. Yeah, they just keep going. I don't think they're ever going to end. That's probably the most comments I've ever gotten. And it's not even related to any of my fucking videos. So, yeah. We're obviously addressing the elephant in the room. So now let's talk about what's going on over here. We started our YouTube channel about, I don't know, 2 years ago. I think May 8th, 2024. Yeah, it's about 2 years, what is it, 25 months ago is when we started the YouTube channel. And within those 2 years, right, we've hit our 100K subs, we've hit our 2K videos, all of that. And let's be real here. Let's talk about the mathematics a little bit. That's close to around 800 days. Sorry, like 750, 760 calendar days. And we've uploaded around 2,000 videos. 2,000 videos within about 750 calendar days. Let's just be entirely real here when it comes to like things like work ethic, output, stuff like that. Me and my team, we've done a pretty damn good job. That's a lot of work, a lot of hours, and of course, a lot of output from those 2 editors that I actually got back in January 2024. And so basically, 2025 and like the first month of January moving forward was where I had like my full editing team. We were basically in cohesion, in unison, ready to go. And that's actually where you saw me gain some of the most growth that I've ever had, like, in my career. You can really see that Wuthering Waves 2.0, all of that. It really led to, like, a lot. And as you can see, you see, like, the monthly subscribers going up. But this is kind of, like, the main thing. I don't care about subs. I've never really cared about subs that much. That's why certain dramas that have occurred in the past, right, haven't necessarily affected me. You all know why I don't care about subs? Check this out. Monthly gain views. Who cares about subs? Oh, no, this was one of my lowest subscriber months of the year. Oh, it's also my highest views. Who gives a shit? Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Why would I care? Why would I care if the subs are low if this is my highest views I've ever gotten? Right? You get the sort of, like, situation. You get the sort of vibe. That's the viewpoint that I feel like most people should have. So we're, obviously, right, after reviewing all of this, we're kind of winning on all fronts. Life is pretty good right now. And what's clear is that growth from January has kind of, like, continued forth into the present, and now we're currently at, well, as you can see over here, May 2025. That is the most successful month we've had view-wise. Yes, the most successful month we've had view-wise was in May 2025. This growth is what allowed me to turn this into a fulfilling full-time career, and that's awesome. And it's wonderful, and it's amazing. It's very fulfilling, right? But the thing is, that growth is, of course, a big part of it is due to you guys. And with that, it's a big responsibility for a creator in this situation to make the decision to actually give back to their community. And if you've been a longtime watcher of my content and my stream, you might actually remember, sorry, give me 1 second over here. You might actually remember, this thing. Yeah, I showed it on stream like one time, and this is actually like the wig, right? That would be a part of like a Chang Li cosplay that I purchased in early 2025. But like the issue is that like somehow it got like, I overestimated my ability to hold on to stuff, and it got like super fucked up in my closet. Like, I don't even know how it, like, it's literally, I don't even know what to do with this. Like, I'm straight up about to throw it away because, like, it's, like, stuck. And, like, I feel like if I try to unstick it, I'm gonna, like, break something. So I feel like this shit is cooked. And it's just been laying there the whole time. So, yeah. At this point, I'm like, yeah, no, that shit is garbo. I'm open to any alternative. And so I thought, oh no, what if we just did like a bit of a contest in the comment section of this video? And that's why this is that's why this is not a YouTube stream. Because it's going to be a YouTube video, and that's where we utilize it to like, we'll utilize the comment section as a place for you guys to like do some votes on what you actually want to see. So the main commitment is that whichever theme is the most popular, we'll try to do it by the end of summer. So, does that make more sense? Yeah, I feel like that's better anyways. It's more interactive. It's more interactive than me just, like, choosing something on a whim from, like, 2 years ago, right? Yeah. No, that's the reason that I'm doing. You guys should be excited about that. Now you get a say. That's out of the way. The rewards, the gifts to the community, your free polls, the equivalent of your free polls on my channel. Now it's time for us to actually address the elephant in the room, and you guys all probably know what I'm talking about. There were some obstacles, right? We all know there were some obstacles. There's a reason why I'm hiding part of this chart over here that's showing my subs. We all know there... What the fuck was that? Anyways, we all know there were some obstacles on our path forward to 100K. Remember what I talked about before, right? There's a reason why I don't care, right? There's a reason why I don't care about the views. Or there's a reason why I don't care about the subs. Why would I care about the subs when the views are good too, right? We had some drama. Time to address the elephant in the room. And W to you if you get that reference as well. We all remember, first and foremost, right? The 1v15. Good God, do you all remember when this shit started? Guys, this was all over Arknight's Enfield. This was all over me saying Arknight's Enfield is not a good game. Everyone agrees unilaterally Arknight's Enfield is not a good game. And so the end result was that a bunch of people got mad at me, said that I was dumb, wrong, whatever, when I was just right about everything the whole time. And the fact that you can now see Arknight's biggest shills talking shit about the game on a daily basis, everybody that plays it, even the hyper-grifting fanboys, bro. The hyper-grifting fanboys. They're now all saying, bro, this shit is kind of fucking cooked. Use this as a reference. What the hell even is this?
What are, like, from a marketing standpoint, from a development standpoint, what are we doing?
And that's a guy, right, that uploaded this video yesterday. But do you want to know what this exact guy has said about me before? And this is the beautiful poetry over here. I've got a clip of this smug Slav guy. He's actually incredibly, he's a bit smug over here, right? I've got an incredible clip over here that kind of like, get ready for this. This is the smug Slav guy on call.
I want St. Tontas to commentate on a tournament.
You think he can?
I mean, brother, he can just crash out and rage bait the chat. And,
do you think he'll understand what he's looking at?
He doesn't need to understand. He just needs to yap. Brother, he doesn't even understand the games he plays. Brother, like, the guy crashed out and people called him out on Twitter, and the Kuro Games Twitter called him out on stuff. Like, what are we on? The guy plays one character as well.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't even know. I don't watch his content or anything.
So, basically, I'm known as public enemy #1 in the Enfield space, and it's basically just, he just admitted to talking a bunch of shit and having no proof at all for it. Yeah, he basically just LARPed being my hater. But that's the meta of Enfield. I said the game was shit because it's dog shit, and then everyone now thinks I don't know what I'm talking about, when the reality is the game is shit. This is the guy, right, that was out here doing a little bit of LARPing, right? But the reality is, that's live action role-playing, you're faking it. The reality is the game is dog shit. And so, even the people that want to take shots at me, right, poke a little bit of fun, say I'm bad at games, they all agree Enfield is dog shit. Let's LARP. So yeah, that's the 1v15. That was like the basis of that. A whole bunch of drama where I had a bunch of creators diving down my throat, creating the craziest shit ever, photoshopping me next to Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell because I said Enfield was bad. And it is. So we all remember that situation, right? A ton of fun. We all remember the refrigerator. Bro, this is the most scorned crazy bitch I think anyone has ever heard about in the gacha space before. There is a reason why, after the drama, she proceeded to balloon down. That's probably the wrong term to use, but whatever, right? Balloon back down to like 200 CCV, as she just been stuck there ever since. Bro, her chat looks like it's practicing social distancing. What a fucking joke, right? And then, of course, we got the whole situation over here. We've got Mr. Jokey. Y'all remember the strike? Yeah, we all remember that situation over here. What a fun time. Yeah, no, this is a legal matter that's still ongoing, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and the hammer's coming down soon. And the idea is that this strike has already expired, but bro just decided to throw it at me for fun. Throw one at me for fun for reacting to one of his videos. And you want to know what this video was about? Arknight's Enfield. So Arknight's Enfield literally did the 1v15 was the basis for this idiot strike. And of course, was also the reason for why this grifter over here, we all remember Grifta Smack, decided to stream about me for 5 hours because I made fun of him and AKE. Yes, I said Grifta Smack. And you all know what else I said alongside Grifta Smack? I was like, huh. This dude only plays Enfield when he's sponsored. Man, if the game was really that good, you'd imagine he'd play it if he wasn't sponsored, but he only plays it when he is sponsored, so, like, he must be grifting, right? Oh, and the guy doxed me, too, because he was just so upset about that. That's another drama that we had. Then we had this guy, right? Proceeding to blame me for everything. Bro wakes up on the wrong side of the bed. Why the fuck would Saint do this to me? Bro goes into the living room, and he sees a roach crawling out of one of his pizza boxes. Why the fuck would Saint do that to me? This dude out here is like, he's been blaming me for like everything that's ever happened to him for the past like 2 years. Even for things that I couldn't even be related to. I remember one time this guy got caught on stream just outright lying, and when asked for proof, he blamed me. He blamed me for him lying. I don't even understand how somebody manages to do that. The lack of accountability here makes me feel like I'm talking to a kindergartner instead of somebody who has a full fucking face of facial hair. It's a joke. And then, of course, right? We've already talked about the strike guy, but of course, like, dude, this guy is just genuinely the... If I had any words to describe him, it would just be a fuck. Right? Like that's just like just a fuck. Like I don't even want to use any more words anymore. That's probably the best way for us to go about it and just end it there. And you probably already know all the reasons for why. What I want all of you to realize at the end of the day, after this year, or really after everything that's occurred, is this. I don't actually have enemies. If people are going to hate me, for example, for calling out Arknight's Enfield for being the most dog shit gacha ever released, and it actually is, then they're just hating me for being right. And if you're hating me for being right, you're not my enemy, you're retarded. And it's just that simple. It's really just that simple. Because as we've seen, from the past 2 years, even going beyond this year, right? Beyond 2025, back into 2024. All I need to do is wait. And everyone realizes that I was just right the entire time. And don't worry, I brought the receipts. Y'all remember ZZZ 2.0, the anniversary patch, where I said this is possibly one of the most mid patches ever? And I got downvoted into oblivion and beyond. Bro, this shit was like 70% dislikes. This is understating it. Oh yeah, we all know how good this update actually was, right? Oh, no, this one surely did not kill the game. Yeah, this one surely did not kill the game. Remember this a year ago? Oh, right. The game turned into fucking shit after this and proceeded to shrink in all metrics following 2.0 and the best anniversary ever. Oh my gosh, you could have seen that shit coming. Couldn't it be me? We all remember that one, right? You all know AKE is a failure. And there's a reason why I rehashed the video titles. Enfield 1.2 is absolute garbage. It was. Mass downvoted, but you know this patch was shit. That's why it was average. Sorry, let's just... Oh yeah, that looks good. Yeah, we're just averaging a solid 200 viewers the day. 200 viewers in a day. Yeah, no, this was obviously an amazing patch. I said this patch was dog shit. And then 1.3. Oh shit, it's regularly hitting double-digit viewers within 5 days of the patch launching. It's regularly hitting double-digit viewers within 5 days of the patch launching, and then also has some of the most fervent hyper-grifters, the biggest shills saying the game has a problem because it's so shit. So that's occurring in 1.3. And guess what? I've just been mass downvoted each time I say the truth about this game. But guess what? The downvotes are less on the 1.3 one. Look, it's only 300 here, but it was 500 back here, but the likes are the same. You know what that means? Oh, Sate is just right. Oh shit, Sate was just right. Maybe I won't mass downvote this video like a dog. Like a dog being told what to do, because wait, Sate's actually right about this game. And that's the reality. And you want to know about NTE? Hey, here's the truth about this one. Why NTE fell off? Guys, NTE is probably the widest, but also the most shallow game on the market. With so much lack of depth in its mechanics, people just can't stay hooked for a while. That's the truth. It is the widest game ever. There's so much stuff to do, but it's all so surface level, you get fucking bored and you'll quit in a couple of days. I'm sorry! That's the truth. And if that hurts, if you don't agree with that, if you think that I'm evil, a bad person for telling you the honest truth about these games, you're retarded. You're not my enemy, you're just fucking stupid. And this is the thing. Imagine, right? This is how I view half of you all. Imagine some, like, legit, like, disabled, like, mentally disabled kid. He's like, "Ah!" You get what I mean, right? Walks up to you and starts attacking you. He starts hitting you. Are you gonna be like, you know what, he's a little retarded, it's fine if he does that? Or are you gonna be like, I need to take him down? What's your response gonna be? Are you gonna just, technically, you could just like uppercut little bro into the next dimension, but you're probably not gonna do that if you're a good person, right? You're probably just gonna be like, yeah, it's alright, I know he's a little dumb. It's okay if he lashes out like this because he's stupid. That's how I view the gacha space right now, bro. A bunch of disabled toddlers who don't know any better, just saying the dumbest shit possible because they don't know any better. And it extends to the content creators too. Because any person that was lashing out at me over NTE, lashing out at me over AKE, lashing out at me over ZZZ, I think you're a disabled toddler, effectively, mentally. It is what it is, and I'm sorry if the truth hurts. Once again, but you have a track record for getting mad at me for saying the truth, so try not to get mad again this time. It is what it is. But that's just the nature of gacha, ladies and gentlemen. That is just the nature of gacha. And of course, I want to give a special shout out over here, because there's one person that's really allowed me to genuinely see the truth regarding this bullshit that's been occurring lately, right? And that's to the OG Voldemort of the space, who was, without a doubt, one of those guys who was given the most shit for simply saying the truth. Because good old Techie always hit it right on the head when it comes to gacha. Yes, he wasn't the kindest in his wording, could be a little rough around the edges in his communication, but he was correct. The space is filled with fucking idiots, and unfortunately, a lot of the creators in it are idiots as well. And what's also clear is that it isn't going to get any better. It's only gotten worse, and it's only going to get worse because of the new tactics and the new strategies that gacha companies are employing. So this is what they do. Let me kind of like walk you through the new strat. Make a mid-game, right? A literally mid-dog shit, potentially even just bad game. Make a bad one, right? And then buy out every creator possible. Every creator possible, right? Go in, have them glaze. Wait, where the fuck is Gacha Smag? Wait, where the fuck did that guy go? Hey, why are you running? Why are you running again? Somehow, like, he almost ran away again. I don't even know how. You make a mid-game, and then you just buy out every creator possible and have them play it. Every day, if possible. On release, every patch. Then don't allow them to say anything negative about the game. And create the illusion that it's actually a good game, when in reality, it averages less than 100 viewers. And it's only being propped up by people being paid thousands of dollars to pretend they play it every patch. That's what you call, like, the most bullshit marketing, the most dishonest marketing you could possibly have. Do you want to know the real sign that a game is good? The real sign that a game is good. People will play it without being sponsored. If people will only play your game when they're sponsored and will only show it to their audience when they're sponsored, your game's not good. Or it's not good for their audience. And so you have creators who are intentionally taking on games, covering stuff they know is not good for their audience for the bag. And that's what you call grifting, right? That's what you call grifting. You want to know a game that you know is good because Gacha Smack plays it without a sponsor? Wuthering Waves. But do you want to know what he won't play without a sponsor? Anything else. And it's just that simple. But will you ever see this guy critique AKE? No. Not a single fucking time. Not realistically. Bro's gonna be out here, throw it. Like, I think the one thing he'll say is, the fact you can lose 50-50 multiple times is not that good, but WAKE, I love the weapon banner. Lost 17 times and love it. Guys, it's just like the jokerness behavior in this space is unreal. Because what you clearly saw from AKE was this. The game fell off in the most diabolical way possible the second another title came out. And this is the part of the meta that I'm talking about. Look how high this game was. And then look at how it's never reaching the same peaks ever again. You wanna know why? That's because NTE came out and did the exact same fucking thing. It stole the audience that AKE had. Grifters. It stole all the grifters. Because what NTE proceeded to do was just the exact same fucking thing that AKE did. Launch a mid-game, pay everybody, right, to play it, have them return for the patch afterwards, but the reality is, it's not actually a game that most people are playing and want to play. That's the new meta. Gacha companies are now being told you can just buy out people. Buy out every CC. Have them play the game on release, have them return for every patch, and pretend that the game is good so that you can bait people into playing a bad game. That's just it. Because guys, if nobody plays it unless they're sponsored, nobody watches it unless the person's maybe it's just not really that good of a game. Maybe it's just not that great of a game. And so maybe advertising it this much, trying to convince people that it is a good one when it's not, that's just lying and dishonesty and not really that good to do as a creator, right? Who's supposed to be on the side of the players. But that's what it is, guys. That's the reality. And that's the vicious cycle that's been started by AKE. It's been perpetuated by NTE, and it's probably going to continue into 2027. And that's just going to seal the gacha space, right, as the most grifted, performative, and bought out garbage that the YouTube space has ever seen. And this is the sad reality, guys. This is the sad, sad, sad fucking reality. When people are going to go this far to, like, protect their perceived reputation, not want to be seen as a grifter while they're actively grifting, guys, people are going around throwing court cases, legal proceedings, copyright strikes because they're mad at getting called a grifter when they are a grifter. Because this guy said AKE 1.0 was the best experience he ever had, then proceeded to never play the game again unless he was sponsored. I don't know what you can fucking call that other than grifting, where you say it's the best 1.0 experience ever, then you don't touch it again until you're sponsored. What a fucking joke, right? Oh, I forgot. Game first, gacha second, too. Yeah. This bitch hasn't logged into AKE for 60 days, by the way. Hey. I guess it was a bad game first. It was a bad game first, then gacha second, I guess. I'm not sure if I'm willing to stick around to witness more and more of this enshittification live, right? Maybe gacha players, maybe gacha will be saved by creators finally finding like a spine or some shit. Maybe they can get like a Sandy installed. I don't fucking know. And they can fight back against the bullshit. But honestly, I've got no confidence at all. Especially when you have some of the most performative fucks in the space, like this dude over here, that just pretend, right? Like that they're on the side of the players. Ooh, neck bone juice. Yeah, no, I've been a gamer since day one. I've been a gamer since day one. And now they're out here begging for the bag like a dog on the street. Brother, this shit is just getting kind of pathetic at this point, right? And I've got no confidence at all for the safety of the space moving forward, especially after seeing that hilarious behavior from so many of these CCs who just a year ago were talking about how bad Casterus was for HSR. Casterus and the global passive and all that. Bro, those same individuals are now glazing Enfield's gacha. Fucking disaster. Talk shit about Casterus, glaze Enfield's gacha system with pity expiring every banner. Ugh. It's a dark time for gacha, 100%, but it's a wonderful time for our channel. And while I'm not entirely sure of the direction that we're going to go in 2026 and onward, I know we're more than fully capable of finding our own success moving forward. And of course, like I said before numerous times, it's all thanks to you. And this is where we're going to get into some apologies, because naturally there might be some people that are wondering, why didn't Saint call me out? Why didn't Saint call me out? Or not call me out, but give me some credits. Of course, there are some individuals that I'll say for the end of the video. Like, Feet Lover, like, that dude is like the true MVP in terms of allowing me to just take a fat dookie on Pokey. I'm sorry. Like, that dude has basically, that dude is basically like the MVP of 2026. There's nothing I can really say beyond that, right? Bro's a fucking legend. And he's been like gifted, I think he's been gifted subs and biddies during like the entire stream over here. Sorry if I was kind of like in the zone, but like bro was donating the whole fucking time as well. So yeah, he's one of the main dudes that's helping us with the whole Poke legal situation. We're getting that handled. We're having a good time with that. But yeah, I'm probably going to keep it at that though. And the reason for that is very simple. I'm public enemy number 1. Tectone himself has said this about my spot in the gacha space. Tectone himself has said, I'm getting more hate than he did. I am currently getting more hate than he did in the gacha space. And so as a result, it's probably my civic responsibility, right? Not to necessarily name too many individuals, because that's going to paint a target on their back. And that's one of the unfortunate things that results from this situation. But one of the great things about me in this place is that I am so unafraid of like talking shit and slapping back. That stuff never happens anyways. This is the thing, guys. If you're going to have strong opinions, like me, this is going to be a take that I have. You got to be a fucking asshole too, right? Because if you're just this much of like a dick most of the time when people aren't nice to you, because like this is the thing, right? I'm nice to people until they're annoying to me or they're fucking mean to me. Then I am like the worst fucking person ever. But guess what, guys? That really helps in getting people not to fuck with you because they don't want to fuck with you. And this is also going to be my last little tidbit. A little bit of advice for creators out there. Get your own shit in order first before you even start worrying about other creators in the space. Guys, other creators in the space functionally are, I'm just going to be real here, they're kind of not that meaningful for you in most situations. Focus on your own shit. Get your own shit in order. Find out what works for you. Get your own cadence going. Then start worrying about other people. Like, good lord. The number of people that I see like spending all this time, right, trying to like make friends, collaborate, do... Y'all ain't got careers yet. Y'all barely got careers yet. What are you talking about collaborating and shit like that? Bro, you gonna get like 2 high school kids to like work together on a business proposal? No, get the high school kid to go work with an actual businessman and that proposal will get going. It's kind of just a matter of like, guys, worry about your own shit first. It's like, what are you doing like trying to like make friends and do collabs when you ain't even got shit going on yet yourself? Figure your own fucking shit out and then people will come to you. If you're the person that's out there looking for people all the fucking time, you're probably doing something wrong. Believe in yourself, do your own thing, find your own success, and then people will come to you. Because guess what? I think I've asked like one person for a collab and then they never even responded to me. I never even looked for an editor. The editors came to me. And guess what? Am I like actively looking for viewers? Sort of. But as we all know, with the way that viewer algos and stuff like that work, viewers come to you. You don't go to viewers and then beg them to watch you. No, the viewers come to you. And that's just what it is as well. Find out a way to make yourself somebody that people want to go to before you worry about trying to like go to other people. It's really just that. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. Bit of like our somber overview, our kind of like recounting over the past 2 years. And I know that this maybe wasn't as heavy or emotional as you thought it was going to be, but that's just not the type of guy that I am. Yes, I love all of you for being here. Yes, I love all of you for the support. But also, I ain't gonna be the guy that lets it affect me too much. Because I've still got a job to do. And don't worry, I ain't taking no days off. Let me know what you all thought about this one. Peace out.